Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, where Southern hospitality and charm meet the world of professional pickleball. And it's here you'll find the APP Atlanta Metro Open, part of the USA Pickleball National Championship Series. Join us all weekend as players compete for cash prizes and a golden ticket to the Margaritaville USA Pickleball National Championships. Brought to you by Superior Labs. Our supplements keep you at the top of your game. Superior Labs, never surrender. OS First, the official sock and compression bracing partner of USA Pickleball. Redefine comfort. eHealth Medicare, find coverage that makes you feel like a winner. Head, bringing high performance gear to every athlete, professional and amateur. Onyx, we push the limits and you win. Zealous, the insole to end all insoles, featuring patented smart cell cushioning. Vulcan, showcasing the most advanced technology and innovative style. Jigsaw Health, it's fun to feel good. Hudef, showing respect for all players by making the best paddles. And Nupipo, Amazon's #1 best-selling pickleball brand.
Back on championship court for more ESPN Plus coverage here at the APP Tour Atlanta Metro Pickleball Open, a USA Pickleball National Championship Series tournament. Lauren McLaughlin along with Dominic Catalano here courtside to bring you all of the action. Coming up next, we have our pro mixed doubles bronze medal match. We have Ben Johns and Lauren Stratman taking on Jocelyn Devilliers and Leah I was like, Leah Stratman? I was like, nope, that's Lauren Stratman. Leah Jansen, excuse me. My profound apologies to Leah. Bob Swisshelm and Andy Jones will be our two referees for this bronze medal match. Ben Johns, of course, a late addition to the tournament here in Griffin, Georgia, just south of Atlanta. And no surprise, he finds himself in the medal rounds with his partner Lauren Stratman.
Yeah, they ran into a buzzsaw in Andrea Koop and Zane Navratil earlier did Stratman and Johns in the winner's bracket final. And they went down 3-9 in 2 games. Game 1, very much in control, were Koop and Navratil. And then Jansen and Johns, or Stratman and Johns.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I'm not the only one.
Pick it up and made that second game an actual game, but couldn't come out on top. So I know they're looking to avenge that loss in the winner's bracket final and earn that rematch against Koop and Navratil in the gold medal match.
Of course, Lauren Stratman was scheduled to play with her regular mixed partner, Patrick Smith. He unfortunately had a bit of an injury, sort of. He'll be fine, but he unfortunately wasn't able to play, and so Ben Johns filled in. Not a bad fill-in partner, but a brand new partnership for Stratman and Johns. Of course, Jocelyn Devilliers and Leah Stratman. Why do I keep saying Leah Stratman? It's going to be a problem, I think. Leah Jansen. We'll take a quick look at Mr. Devilliers' player profile. He is from just outside of Paris, France. Currently resides, however, in Wichita, Kansas, with his wife and 2 young sons. Plays for Team Vulcan, 26 years old. Very impressive and deep APP Tour record there. Puts him sitting pretty at #1 on the Men's Pro APP standings list, which is a accumulation of all the points that you earn playing an APP Tour event. A certain number of points given for how well you place. So it looks like Lauren Stratman and Ben Johns will start us off serving on the near end. Leah Jansen, Jocelyn Devilliers, will receive first, and Andy Jones kicks off the action here in game 1 of our bronze medal match.
What a nice Ernie there from Lauren Stratman right away in this match. And that's going to be the thing to watch, is Jansen and Stratman going for those Ernies, because both Ben Johns and Devilliers like to play big and take over a lot of the court. John's a little indecision there on what he wanted to do with that. Either take that out of the air or let that bounce. Last second goes to let it bounce and kind of handcuffs himself. Just a little wide there from Ben Johns. Good setup by Johns and Stratman, though, to get themselves a good opportunity to end that point, but too good a defense there from Jansen and Devilliers.
I'm surprised Johns didn't go at Devilliers there on that, since he kind of crashed the net, left himself vulnerable. I actually flinched a little, Dom. That ball was coming right for my face. Luckily, there was a fence to protect me.
Devilliers overhits that just a little.
I think we're going to see a lot of dinking going on between Stratman and Jansen this match. And of course, Johns and Devilliers are going to be looking for their opportunities to get in there as much as they can, which you just saw there. Johns just taking over. If you give him an opportunity to put a paddle on a ball, he's going to engage in probably the next 4 to 18 balls as well.
Yeah, as he comes back, though, on that last one, he's like, I shanked that one just a little. He did. He got it off the edge of his paddle. Oh, nice shot there from Ben Johns as he leaps over the sideline.
I actually thought Jansen might have had a shot at that, but she let it go, I think, thinking that it was going to go long.
Little long there from Stratman.
Okay, Ben Johns.
Check that ball, because he's already broken one today when we were watching. Is one of the biggest hitters in our sport. Hits such a heavy ball.
And also sometimes too soft of a ball, but can't get over the net, as we saw there.
It happens.
He's human too. Two 5-2. Devilliers serving here in game 1.
That's a great job by Lauren Stratman, not only on the put away right there, but on the return. She goes flat in front of her partner, Ben Johns, gives her time to cross that court, and sets up her next shot. Beautifully done. Great job by Leah Jansen going around the post there. Ben Johns reads it very nice here. As you can see, he steps back, gets in good position, but just handcuffed him a little bit.
Oh, a little miscommunication about who was taking that, but
So I think that in the miscommunication threw off Jansen and Devilliers as they didn't know who was hitting that ball, where it was coming from. And all of a sudden, last second, it's coming over. Love that right there from Leah Jansen. Not afraid of the name on the other side of the net, and sees that Ben Johns is in the middle of the transition area and peppers the ball right at his feet. Beautifully done.
Great job by Devilliers. Stratman leaves that up just a little too high, and he goes right at the body of Ben Johns. One of the only places he's really vulnerable at all.
Great work by Leah Jansen again, out of the transition area, being able to handle the pressure from Johns. Yeah, at this rate, at this point, at this time and juncture of the bracket, Devilliers can't miss an easy third shot drive like that. You've got to get that over.
Great spot in the middle there from Jansen. Third tries the charm. Great pickup from Stratman. Oh,
just wide on the block.
Just wide. Four, 6-1. Jansen and Devilliers only down by 2 here in game 1 of this bronze medal match. Definitely seeing a couple of those errors, like you mentioned, Dom, from Devilliers, that at this stage you cannot have. Those are just crucial shots you have to get in.
Johns indecisive a little bit on that, whether he was going to come over and take that. He decides to go kind of last second. Can't get his feet set. Ball sails long. Wow, what athleticism there from Ben Johns. You watch him jump this corner, and he has a foot on the center line when he decides to go and just completely clears that sideline for the backhand put away.
Oh, a little hands battle there between Johns and Devilliers. Johns comes out on top. Gets the side out, 6-4-1.
What an angle, and that's created before that shot even happens. Johns knows that Devilliers is going to go there. He gets his pedal up and ready and just creates the angle. Beautiful shot by Ben Johns. What work by Lauren Stratman throughout that point as she works out of the transition area and earns this put away as she flips this right down the middle. Devilliers can't get to the forehand fast enough, and they take an 8-4 lead here in game 1.
And we have a timeout called from Devilliers and Jansen as Johns and Stratman on a bit of a roll here. As you can see, we mentioned Stratman and Johns defeated by Coop and Navratil in the winner bracket final to drop into the bronze medal match. Jansen and Devilliers had to defeat Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson to get back into this from our consolation. I don't know about you, Dom, but it's a very interesting dynamic to see Ben Johns playing with a different mixed partner. Because as everyone knows, his essentially permanent mixed partner, Simone Jardim, they have been playing together for years. They know each other so well, their game so well, so you're definitely see some of that, new partnership jitters and nerves getting worked out here between Stratman and Johns.
Yeah, I got to talk to Stratman a little bit earlier, and she talked about how easy it was to play with Ben when he's able to cover that much of the court and do what he does so well. And that is just put pressure on his opponents with his athleticism and what he can do with the ball when he's able to get his paddle on it.
Devilliers also feeling some pressure here, just trying to force something that's not really there, and first game point here for Johns and Stratman.
Oh, and Ben going with the two-handed backhand rip right there. Ends up working, and they take game one, 11-4.
So we'll see what strategy Jansen and Devilliers can come up with here for game number 2. We will be back with that action here at the APP Atlanta Metro Pickleball Open on ESPN Plus right after this.
At my age, I get to spend even more time with family and friends and do the things I love. It's also that time when you get to look into more serious things, like Medicare. And maybe you'd like to spend hours on end researching every available option. I wanted someone who could guide me through the process. To compare plans in your area, visit eHealth's website or call one of eHealth's licensed insurance agents today.
Back here at the Atlanta Metro Pickleball Open, a USA Pickleball National Championship Series tournament. Our coverage of our pro mixed doubles bronze medal match continues. Let's take a quick look at game 1 stats first.
Yeah, 11-4 win for Stratman and Johns. Unforced errors, 2 more for Jansen and Devilliers. Not a big difference, so pretty clean game, but just execution. That's what it came down to in game 1.
So game 2 underway now. Jocelyn Devilliers and Leah Jansen on the near end. Ben Johns and Lauren Stratman on the far end. Winner of this heads to the gold medal match to take on Andrea Koop and Zane Navertil. Oh, Stratman
pulls her paddle, goes to pull her paddle down. Devilliers gets her right in the wrist. Didn't even hit her paddle, hit her wrist. Nice finish there from Devilliers. Didn't see much of that the last game. Look for that and look for Devilliers to get a little more aggressive and play a little faster and bigger up at the kitchen line this second game. And there he is already creeping in. A lot quicker, a lot more movement. Love that speed up there from Leah Jansen. Goes right at Ben Johns, forces Ben to block that. Devilliers there for the put away.
Definitely heard, especially Devilliers, kind of talking to himself before this game kicked off. You could tell he was not happy with his performance in game 1, and he is looking to rectify that here in game 2, and he is well on his way to doing so.
Yeah, watch him come all the way over. Jansen takes 2 steps out of bounds and just lets Jay do what he does. She's completely out of bounds in that play. All of a sudden, out of sorts, are Stratman and Johns to start the second game.
Jansen unhappy with her shot selection there.
Right, and that's the one she can't do that with, right? You got a 3-point run going. Keep that ball in. Force them to make a mistake. Pressure's on them, not you guys. Good adjustment there, and Devilliers playing big in the middle again. Watch him straddle this center line.
Goes for that body shot on Ben Johns. If Ben Johns has any weaknesses, Dom, a shot right to the body is at least a slight one.
Well, it's just something that's going to handcuff anybody and not allow you to extend. And even right there, Devilliers at the kitchen line, Stratman at the baseline. She drives the ball right at him. That's just a little handcuffed. Just wide off the tape.
Took a little dance along the top of the net. Exited stage left.
Great job by Leah Jansen, though. She completely steps out of bounds to take that with her two-handed backhand from Ben Johns. Unfortunate, Devilliers hits that next forehand in the net. Love the speed up from Lauren Stratman at the body of Devilliers, and they are now back here within one after they went on a 4-0 run to Jansen and Devilliers to start this second game. Good leave right there, the timeout here from Devilliers and Jansen.
Dom, what do you think of the idea that most teams that play against Ben Johns, their main objective is don't let Ben Johns play. Try and keep the ball away from him, keep him out of the points. That doesn't seem to be the strategy here for Jansen and Devilliers.
No, they're trying to keep him honest, and I like the philosophy to keep him honest. He's not doing anything that's overly, crushing them right now. Not. Because how you neutralize Ben is, not neutralize, but how you slow him down is keep the ball low, keep it at his feet, keep the ball unattackable. When he's able to attack now, that's all on him. And when he's able to attack, you're in trouble. If you can neutralize his attacks and keep the ball down, keep it at his feet, force him to dink, makes things a little easier for you on the other side of the net. Good finish there from Leah Jansen.
Good timeout.
Yeah, stop that 4-0 run.
Stratman and Johns looking to take this match in 2 games. Jansen and Devilliers need to win this game 2 and force that game 3 if they want any shot at that gold medal. Stratman trying to go inside out on the Jansen cross-court dink. She had some success with that in Chicago. We saw plenty of times. Haven't had the opportunity here, though. Six, 4-2 here in game 2 of this bronze medal match.
Good ball there. That ball was going to be in.
Ben Johns essentially plants himself in the middle of the court. And Jansen switches it up to Stratman, and Devilliers is able to finish the job. That one staying in. Ooh, just long. I thought that was going to catch a line maybe.
Jansen and Devilliers playing fast. What I mean by that is they're getting to the baseline to serve quickly.
I mean, they're on a run right now, Dom. They got the momentum. They're trying to keep it going.
Watch Ben take that lob as it's still going up.
Big run here for Jansen and Devilliers, out in front by 4, but Stratman and Johns looking to answer here. 5-8-1.
Wow, watch Ben Johns block this ball right up at his cheek. He just stops his paddle, doesn't do anything with it, beautifully done, and then gets the put away. Too good by Devilliers, loves that little soft drop shot. A lot of times we disagree with the timing of it, but right there, perfect timing and perfect execution.
I mean, if he's going to use it at times like that, Dom, I will happily allow him to do that. Oh, great job going down that sideline.
Well, the best part about that ball down that sideline was it got down to Stratman's knees. The first two were waist high. She's able to extend, get that over. That last one's knee height makes it very hard.
Hands battle. Oh.
Ben Johns ends it with the Ernie. Watch him jump the sideline.
I mean, look at this hands battle between the gentlemen here.
Great read as Ben is on the other side of the court again when he hits that.
And we have a game point here for Jansen and Devilliers to force that game 3.
And just wide there from Ben Johns. 11-6 victory for Jansen and Devilliers in game 2.
All right, so a game 3 is coming our way here on Championship Court at the APP Atlanta Metro Pickleball Open. We will take a short commercial break, but we will be back to the action right after this.
At my age, I get to spend even more time with family and friends and do the things I love. It's also that time when you get to look into more serious things, like Medicare. And maybe you'd like to spend hours on end researching every available option. I wanted someone who could guide me through the process. To compare plans in your area, visit eHealth's website or call one of eHealth's licensed insurance agents today.
Back on Championship Court, let's take a quick look at a player profile of Lauren Stratman from Santa Barbara, California, currently in Knoxville, Tennessee, plays for Team Electrum, 26 years old, and currently sits atop the Women's Pro APP standings list at number 1. And her and partner Ben Johns are currently looking to head to our gold medal match to take on Andrea Koop and Zane Navertil. But Leah Jansen and Jocelyn Devilliers have other plans in mind. Game 3 of our pro mixed doubles bronze medal match kicks off right now. Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano here courtside, bringing you this action on ESPN+.
What a dig from Ben Johns. That ball's on his shoe tops and able to get that off his paddle and back in. A perfect reset and a quick 2-0 lead for Johns and Stratman.
We will switch ends at 6 here in game 3. Good recovery from Devilliers.
Look at both of these guys just creeping, pinching that middle. Great finish from Devilliers, but both of these gentlemen with the pinch in the middle, Dane Gingrich would be so proud as he preaches that pinch middle.
Absolutely.
From all of his players and his students.
Just a miss hit there from Ben Johns. 1-2-1 here as we get into the action in game 3. Oh, that stays in.
Ball drops right in the corner. Again, very heavy air. I've seen that about 3 or 4 times today. Players letting that ball go. That ball just drops and stays in.
It's in the 70s here in Griffin, Georgia, but a lot of humidity in the air. So as you mentioned, heavy air. Again, Devilliers able to force that pop-up from Ben Johns, and then he's just waiting to crush that overhead winner as a result. And Jansen and Devilliers take a 1-point lead. And the serve return long from Ben Johns. He's clearly frustrated, not happy with himself there.
That's tough ball right there for Lauren Stratman to go down the line right there. Again, that's the high part of the net. Very difficult to do anything with that, especially from such a low position. But
and we have a timeout here called from Stratman and Johns as Jansen and Devilliers pull ahead here 5-2. They'll have the serve when we return from this timeout. And if they are able to get that next point, Dom, we'll have an end change.
Coming up next, as you see on screen, senior mixed doubles pro gold medal match. Julie Johnson and Mircea Marariu coming out of the winner's bracket, taking on Ava Welsher and Scott Moore. A rematch of the winner's bracket final that you called, Lauren, on championship court number 2 earlier today.
Very exciting match, so I expect more of the same. And you at home get to watch along with us. Andy Jones, our first referee, along with Bob Swisshelm in second referee position, calls us back in from our timeout. Ben Johns has lost the hat.
And it worked.
And that maybe is going to be the difference maker. We'll see.
So Stratman and John started this third game with a 2-0 run. Jansen and Devilliers answer with a 5-0 run. Ben Johns off the tape right there. A little pancake put away, but great adjustment. That adjustment being made in point is so hard.
Wow.
Great finish by Ben Johns, but good cover by Devilliers and the ATP. Watch this. Able to get that back in play and then get this back over from Jansen.
What a dig. But the angle from Ben Johns, too great to overcome. 3-5-2 in game 3 of this bronze medal match.
Just long off the tape from Ben Johns. They do get one back, but still a 2-point lead for Jansen and Devilliers. What work from Leah Jansen at the baseline as Ben Johns just continued to pressure her and keep her back at the baseline. Stratman, she was shocked that Devilliers actually went there. I think she was surprised by it. Oh, what a drive by Ben Johns. Is the best part about that is he takes something off that. And when you take something off it like that, that allows that ball to dip and dive over the net.
Oh, yeah, that exactly dropped like a rock.
And they chip away again and get one more.
Wow. Wow.
Great hands battle all around by all four players. Ben just clips the top of the tape right there and ends up in the net, and it's a 6-4 lead for Jansen and Devilliers on the end change.
So we have a built-in 1-minute break for our players as we switched ends. They have time to strategize if they want, grab a drink. Of course, coming up in 2 matches, we'll have our gold medal match with the winner of this taking on Andrea Koop and Zane Navertil, who are waiting in that gold medal match, as you can see here with our bracket breakdown towards the end of the day. Devilliers talking to himself, a bit like a caged lion, Dom, as he paces around, telling himself to fight. And Andy Jones gets us back into the action as our players have switched ends. Just wide.
Devilliers walking back here, mouth wide open, going how he cannot believe that he missed that right there.
6-4-2.
Ball just down the line right there, and ball called in. Very hard to
very
see.
close. And when Ben Johns is the one hitting it, got to get out that radar gun, because I don't think anyone can get a good eye on that. Goes by so fast.
Jansen firing up Devilliers right here, telling him that is all you right here. Wanting him to take over and get big in the middle. He's doing just that. off the tape from Devilliers causes that whole point to kind of go awry.
Good D from Stratman, but with that defense, it forces that pop up and an easy overhead put away from Devilliers. He's on it. He's coming out swinging, Dom.
Yeah, just feeling it in the middle and being aggressive. When he's able to extend like that, you watched the one before, it was just an easy backhand block, but then Ben goes back to the forehand. Devilliers able to open up and get to the full forehand and just puts that ball away down the middle. And they have now doubled up Stratman and Johns, 8-4, 3 points away from a date with Andrea Koop and Zane Navratil in the gold medal match.
We'll see if they can finish. We've talked about it so many times, Dom. It's not over till someone gets 11 or more. So we'll see here, but it is not over yet. Plenty of pickleball left to play. All right, 8-4-2 in this third game.
That's a big hold right there out of the timeout from Lauren Stratman and Ben Johns. Problem is they need to answer right now because you cannot give that serve back to Jansen and Devilliers with the way they're playing right now. Not without answering and getting some points on the board.
Johns and Devilliers like sharks circling in the water, waiting for their opportunity.
Ben Johns just nonchalantly just ducking out of the way of that ball. He knows the court so well, knows that ball's going long. Ball double bounces on top of the net.
Everyone thought that was going to roll over. Johns leaves that third shot drop a little high, which kind of set off that unfortunate series of events.
Stratman and Johns get one back. See if they can hold here and get some more. Wow, what a little attack there from Devilliers. He just goes right at the chest of Lauren Stratman, and they are within two of a matchup with Andrea Koop and Zane Navratil in the gold medal match. Oh, what a pull by Ben. Devilliers was guessing sideline the whole time. Ben pulls middle.
9-5-2.
It's a must right there. Cannot let them get to match point. That's just too much pressure from Devilliers. He put a lot on Stratman there to work her way up and not able to get out of the transition area.
It's almost like they're just looking to wear them down at this point, Dom, letting them make the mistakes. And you saw one from Stratman and one from Johns there. Huge hold. 2 points away from taking this match. Make that one. Let's see here on the replay. Devilliers takes over, splits Stratman and Johns, and we have our first match point. And Ben Johns with a ball into the net sends Jocelyn Devilliers and Leah Jansen to the gold medal match But a big congrats to Ben Johns and Lauren Stratman, showing their first-time partnership was still successful. They will go away our bronze medalists here at the APP Tour's Atlanta Metro Pickleball Open. But coming up in 2 matches, we will have that gold medal match for you with Leah Jansen and Jocelyn Devilliers taking on Andrea Koop and Zane Navratil. But first, we will have our Senior Pro gold medal match. Dominic Catalano heads to the Franklin studio next to chat with our winners. Don't go anywhere. More action when we return.
At my age, I get to spend even more time with family and friends and do the things I love. It's also that time when you get to look into more serious things, like Medicare. And maybe you'd like to spend hours on end researching every available option. I wanted someone who could guide me through the process. To compare plans in your area, visit eHealth's website or call one of eHealth's licensed insurance agents today.
In the Franklin Pickleball studio with Leah Jansen and Jocelyn Devilliers after their bronze medal match victory over Lauren Stratman and Ben Johns. Guys, great match. Game 1. Tough one. Jocelyn, you came over. We could hear you, talking about missing a few forehands, not happy with the way you played in game 1. Game 2, then you guys come out fighting. Very impressive victory in game number 2 and force of game 3. What's going through your head now after you split those first 2 games?
Well, to keep the momentum. I felt that was the key. You're right, in the first game I wasn't playing well. I feel like Leah was doing a great job at setting me up and I was just not executing, so I tried to regroup in the second game, and in the third I was like, let's keep doing it. And it started bad. We were down 2-0 and I'm
right.
like, oh, it's happening again.
But then you turned around and went on a 5-0 run real quick too, right?
Yeah.
So then, Leah, too, watching you from game 1 to 2 to 3, you got more comfortable, you got more loose, you loosened up, it seemed like, throughout that whole match, and then you were sitting. It was so pretty to watch. You would sit on that two-handed backhand. You were stepping out of bounds. It wasn't an Ernie, but you were stepping out to take that two-hander, and Jay, you're sitting there in the middle. Leah, something you were thinking about as that match went on and doing that?
Yeah, I thought Jay was controlling, even in game 1, I thought he was controlling the middle well. So I just thought if I could just make my forehand to forehand dinks and just get ready for Ben to attack me and slide over, it would work, and it did.
Yeah, it really did, guys. And, now moving forward, you have Andrea Koop and Zane Navratil, 2 players you guys are very familiar with again. Game plan going into that against Zane, we talked earlier. Biggest thing was what? Controlling his serve and not letting that kind of mentally take you out of the game, returning his serve. Is that the same kind of philosophy moving forward into the gold medal match?
I think so. I mean, they play very fast. They're very aggressive. They don't let you breathe. So you're making some enforced errors, and they keep pushing at you on top of that. So you feel even more frustrated. I feel like we didn't do a good job on the first time at slowing down the game, and hopefully we will be able to do that on that one.
And I kind of saw Andrea Koop speed up a little more than I typically see her do in the first match against you
very
guys.
Aggressive.
So she was very aggressive on some balls that I didn't think she typically would be, but she was, and it kind of worked for them. Is that something you'll be looking for again in that gold medal match?
Yeah, I mean, I know Andrea's game pretty well, and I know that she plays the best when she is that aggressive. Whether we see it or not sometimes, but I know when I was watching her play women's in Chicago, she was playing really aggressive and she played great. So I kind of expect to see that if we're seeing them this late in the day.
All right, well, hey, big win there in a bronze medal match against Lauren Stratman and Ben Johns. You get that date again with Andrea Koop and Zane Navratil. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, Senior Mixed Pro gold medal match here on Championship Court at the APP Atlanta Metro Pickleball Open. Don't go anywhere, guys.